Hey, my friends, what's going on? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. I've got the beanie on today as a signal of empathy and sympathy for all those around the country who are absolutely freezing their asses off. I'm down here in sunny Florida, and it's a little chilly in the house right now. So I'm going to put on the beanie and roll with it. So no, seriously, I've been around the country. Just got back from Dallas, went to Denver a couple of weeks ago. It is cold. So with that being said, I would like to welcome this morning my guest on this wonderful, beautiful Monday morning, Sabrina. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So it's cold as, well, what my dad says is it's cold as a well digger's ass. I guess that means a well digger is so deep in the earth that his butt is actually cold. So how cold is it where you're at, and where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Maryland. It's around 30 degrees.
Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. So tell us, Sabrina, a little bit about how you found us, how you came online, and what what you were looking for, and if you found what you're looking for in Legendary, and a little bit of your origin story.
Okay, so I'm from Argentina. I came here to work as a nanny. At the end of my year, I met now my husband. So we got married, and when I was waiting for the whole green card process, I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. So I found this bunny being sold as snake food on Craigslist.
You saw what?
A bunny being sold as snake food on Craigslist.
Okay.
So I said to my husband, I really want to go get him. Like, I don't want him to be snake food. So, and because I was bored at the house doing nothing. So we went and got him.
Save a poor rabbit.
Yep. We went and got him. It was a 2.5-hour drive. So I got him, and then I was like, how cool would it be if I started a TikTok for them, for Milo? At the moment, I had only Milo, and I started the TikTok around in July, and by mid-September, I blew up. The TikTok went crazy, and I was trying to get all these affiliate programs. Like, do we want you to be an affiliate for us? And they wanted me to send me free stuff, and I had no idea how to do that at all. At the moment, it still couldn't work. So I saw a TikTok from Camilla Markson.
Yeah.
So I signed up for the challenge.
Out of Las Vegas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I signed up for the challenge in September, and I finished it. I was really into it. Even my husband will watch the classes with me. We decided to go with the blueprints. We purchased them because I wanted it to learn how to manage the TikTok from the Bunnies, and I wanted it to get a new one for us in the business.
Yeah.
So I liked it so much that I started learning even more about TikTok and how to grow on TikTok and what hashtags to use, when to post, and everything. So, but by the time when I finished the challenge, we were getting married because our wedding got canceled due to COVID. So we never had the party. So we're getting married. Then we went on the honeymoon. We were also moving to our first house. So it was kind of like a hectic time.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't find a moment to get everything started.
Yeah.
But then I did. And in December, at the end of December, almost Christmas time, I decided to start the business. TikTok, I opened a new one because I didn't want to use the Bunnies one. And I started the business TikTok, and I have both of the TikToks. The Bunnies TikToks has 60,000, and the business right now has about almost 5,000.
Amazing. So are you doing affiliate marketing on that Bunny channel?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing affiliates for Hay, and I'm doing affiliates for like Bunny merch, like shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I also am an affiliate for Amazon. So I have all this set up in the link in the Bunnies account.
So are you Are you actively promoting and talking about these products on your channel in relation to this bunny who, just in case, those of you who are just coming on, Sabrina saw a Craigslist ad that a bunny was being sold for snake food. She went and rescued the bunny, started a TikTok. This bunny had a death warrant, really, not a death wish. They had a number on his head. I mean, really had a number on his head. He was going down, and you not only rescued him, you started a TikTok channel for him, which then led you to being on TikTok. And you found content from Camellia out of Las Vegas, and found Legendary, and have learned how to take the existing TikTok and the existing marketing that you're doing and how to understand it better and to be more successful with it, but also start TikTok channels and just campaigns in multiple niches, because we all have to remember that TikTok is not the business. The business is a model, and TikTok is simply where we're driving traffic from, or one of the places that we're driving traffic from on the internet right now, because a lot of people are on the app and it's easy to create content. So, what are you most excited about at this point, Sabrina? Going all in on one of the niches that you're already in, or continuing to expand and test?
So the Bunnies TikTok is doing awesome. And it's after I finished the challenge, I just had to put everything to work in the TikTok from the Bunnies. But I also wanted it, since that was already grown, that had at the moment had 50,000 followers. I wanted to focus on promoting Legendary, and I wanted to promote it because it's really important to promote, because I felt like it helped me with the Bunnies, and that's not something you hear every day. It was so special that I feel like everybody can do it if you have a passion for something, and you're passionate about what you're posting and the videos you're making. The videos are going to do good, and then once you learn the things, it's just so easy to do it. Like I literally stay at home, make videos for the Bunnies and for my other TikTok, and that's all I do.
Yeah. I mean, you just made a statement that I actually want to piggyback on, which is it's so easy to do. And while I don't usually like to say that something's easy, because things are not easy, usually everything is hard. What came up for me when you said that was that if I'm gonna be home already, if I'm gonna be on my cell phone already, if I'm gonna be posting to social media already, it's not really, if you think about it, everybody, it's not really like you have to change that much of a habit unless you have no experience messing around with social media, Facebook or whatever. But I mean, folks, look, you either probably have some experience, or I'm just going to say you're not dumb. So, but my point is that if you are not on social media yet, I'm just addressing those of you who are not yet, you will be in the next couple of years. So just understand that so much of your connection and information is going to come from social sources on the internet in the future. It's not going to come from your local newspaper being delivered. We can agree on that, right? So if you're going to be doing it already, that's what came up for me when you said it's so easy to do. Why not go ahead and do something that's going to contribute to your financial life, to your to your feeling productive, to your feeling fulfilled, versus, I don't know about you, but I've spent time on social media before and walked away like I just went on some sort of a drug binge. You know what I mean? Like you walk away after an hour and a half of scrolling, and it's almost like you feel like you've just given a part of your soul away, So I try to be more personally, more on purpose with my posting and marketing, but I agree with you, and not just stay there for endless hours, wasting time. But I agree with you about the sentiment of, if I'm going to be on social media, if I'm going to be doing stuff already, why not be building something for myself when I really, everybody, and I think this is the thing that's so interesting and cool. I know when you want to be a carpenter or you want to be a plumber, there is a specific set of tools that you have to go outside and buy separately from likely what you already own. Same thing if you open up a restaurant. You need to go out and buy commercial equipment to put in that restaurant. But the interesting thing about this business model is, besides a couple of low to no cost software tools, you already own all the tools that you need.
Yep.
That's interesting. And that's the future. Would you, I mean, think about it. We're now able to build a business and make money with the tools that we already own, cell phones. That is the future.
Sometimes people just have their mindset is like, oh, I'll do it later, or I don't have the personality to have a TikTok, or I'm shy. I don't have anything interested in my life. And the truth is that there's also things that we put in our minds ourselves just to like not do it, because it's putting out of our comfort zone.
Yeah. So let me just put you on the spot. I mean, you are somebody who is English your first language?
No, Spanish.
Okay. You seem kind of shy.
Yeah, I'm shy.
You seem kind of withdrawn. You seem kind of like, almost, if I was to guess, I might think, well, Sabrina's probably a little camera shy, probably a little shy at public speaking. Am I hitting the nail on the head with these?
Oh yeah, 100%.
But still, you're doing this. So how have you overcome those fears of being on camera, of speaking up, speaking out, coming a bit out of your shell? I don't know. How does that feel? Just talk to us a little bit about how you've been able to do that.
It was mostly, I really have a really good support system. My husband is my personal cheerleader. I used to make videos and I would show them to him first, and I'm like, do you think this is kind of good? Do you think this looks good? And he's always pushing me to like, you can do it, your English is decent, you got this. It's more of like, he's been pushing me, and it's still weird. There's a weird feeling that you learn how to go with it. It's more of like, I feel more proud of myself when somebody tells me, oh wow, like, thanks to you, my bunny has a better life now. Thanks to you, I know how to take care of my bunny. And all those things make me feel like, wow, I really not only change Milo's life, because he's going to be food, but I'm also changing other bunnies' lives. And that is really something that touches you, like, makes me want to keep going.
Sorry, I muted myself. Yes, I can totally understand that. And I mean, as much as a lot of people love their pets, I would say that the majority of human beings love their pets. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know hardly any dog or bunny or cat owners who just, they have the pet but don't really like or just love them obnoxiously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that for those of you who are wondering, maybe one of the things that Sabrina has used in her content to build her channel, her this campaign or this business in this bunny niche, is just simply the animal itself. And that prop, and I'm not trying to speak of your animals as just a prop, but you get what I'm saying here. That prop, that holding that thing, that animal or that box or that whatever it is, but it just so happens in your case to be an animal. And with other people who also really identify and love their animals, it does not have to be a bunny. It could just be a dog, because when I look at you and I hear your story and I see your content, I don't relate to you loving your bunny. I relate to me loving my dog or loving my cat or whatever. So for those of you who have animals in your house and you want to just test it, bringing your animal somehow, some way as a prop. We talked about this on a previous show with another guest, bringing your animal in your content as a prop. And I guarantee you that you will see something. You will see something. And I don't know if that's going to be a massive increase in interest in engagement. I don't know if that's going to be people saying, oh, you know, I hate cats. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Engagement's good on all aspects on social media. But for those of you who have pets, I would just invite you to consider how that pet could be used as a prop. And I know I'm sort of a, you know, I'm sort of speaking about the animal as if it's just you know, not a living being, but you know, I saw Baron Ian McClure do it a couple of months ago. He had the $18 an hour from Apple, make $18 an hour from Apple video that went mad viral on TikTok. He had an apple, he had drilled out the center and he set it over his finger and he was doing this with it. And then 5 or 10 seconds into the video, he threw the apple behind him. That was the use of a prop. And what I just think that a lot of us underestimate is the power of holding something and even just using props. I think we don't know how to use props enough. Me too. I should get better at using props because what they do, even this hat right now, is it distracts a little bit. It just, that's weird. Why is Dave wearing a beanie instead of the regular hat he wears every day? It's just it's a break of state when they're scrolling and you know, you're looking to try to not look like every other video on TikTok. You want to do something to catch their attention. And so that's why I love I love that you took the bunny and turned him or her into a celebrity and used the bunny as a spokesperson, essentially. And each one of you who has dogs, cats, animals, everything, you've just been given a potential $1 million idea to create content in the niche of that animal and then sell or market products that are products that you believe in, or quite frankly, products you just want to market, whatever. Maybe it's Sabrina, for you, is it organic bunny food? Is it give us some product ideas that somebody may could market and do affiliate marketing with a pet?
So I'm affiliate for Small Pet Select that sells hay, toys, rabbit food. It's a premium brand of hay, basically.
Okay. What else? What other kind of ideas might somebody
and
go
then I
for?
have a brand that reached out to me that she makes bunny shirts, like for bunny moms and bunny parents, and she has necklaces, mugs, shirts, everything, pillows.
Wow.
And then I have the Amazon, where I have my Amazon supplies list for bunnies, that what you need to get your bunny home, and all that laid out. All you need from the bunny, like water bottle, litter box, everything.
And I would much rather buy from you than just some random video on YouTube. And I think this is what, if this clicks for those of you who are listening, if this clicks, you're going to get it. And you're never going to forget it. And you're going to suddenly see, you're going to get it. Is that if I have a bunny and I want to buy stuff for that bunny, in the day and age that we live in today, where people do not trust big corporate America, big companies, big commercials, and they do not trust the big Uncle Sammy. And that sucks because my son's name's Sammy, but they don't like Uncle Sammy. They like little Sammy. But people want to buy from people. People want to buy from the person that they relate to and identify and think and trust. And you know what, Sabrina? I trust you more for information about a bunny because I look at you every day filming content in the comfort of your legitimate home. And it's real. And I would much rather go to your bio and go through and buy products that I know you use and you recommend than some random Googling of some random corporate America site and then scroll through, or go deal with some asshole in the store who either doesn't know what they're talking about or is miserable to be there. I can get on social media. I can find somebody like Sabrina and I can learn about, and a lot of times what I think what we don't realize is that, and I heard this about watches the other day. It was like this guy was talking about, he sold watches from all these different kind of brands. instead of just like having like always Rolex, you know what I mean? And Rolex really sells really hot, but he has all these weird brands, niches like that guys and gals like, but not a lot of people carry them. And he said, well, if you want to sell a type of watch, you have to carry the type of watch.
Yeah.
And you have to have it, you know. And so the reason why I say that is just because if you want to make money from something, you have to do it first. You have to put out the effort, energy, risk with money to have the product in your store so you can sell it. Now, that's, of course, a metaphor. But if you guys want to make money in this business, you have to first, you don't really have to go out and buy $50,000, $100,000 watches and have them all in your showroom. There's a different perspective at another business. But you simply just have to create the content so it's there when somebody finds you, and so they can get it. You don't have to go out and buy watches. You don't have to go out and buy. You just have to make the content. And I think sometimes, Sabrina, it's easier to buy stuff than to develop the skill and do the scary thing within myself. And I think, for a lot of people who have a bit of a cushion, that's a problem. How have you eliminated your plan B and committed to this and sort of eliminated that, well, maybe this isn't going to work out, or maybe I'll quit soon, or whatever, stopped looking at things glass half empty and started looking at them half full? And to what degree, whatever, maybe you were negative, were never negative or pessimistic, but how have you overcome whatever negative mental barriers, or even have you dealt with any of the what we call the what do we call it, the imposter syndrome, to where you feel maybe like you're not qualified or who would listen to you? How have you overcome some of that specific mental stuff?
I feel like that sometimes when the videos don't do good, and I feel like I put so much effort into them, and then the videos don't do good. But the thing with TikTok is the videos get recycled. So you post it one time and it can go viral 3 months later. You never know what can happen with that video.
You mean by reposting that video?
No. So when you post it one time and it didn't do good,
yeah,
TikTok keeps showing that video. So it can go viral months later.
Okay.
But it didn't do good when you post it. And then that's the moment you feel bad.
Yeah.
That you feel like you're not, like, I put all this work into something and it's not giving me anything. That's what my point was. That
do you notice that some of your content that you just do flippantly or quickly or without much planning does better or worse than the content that takes you a really long time to plan and create?
I didn't think that, but definitely videos that I think I'm not gonna do good go viral, and then the videos that I think are gonna do really good, not proud of, bring more value than viral. I think that's
a good thing to remember, because a lot of times we spend a lot of time trying to create the perfect video, when 90% of the time the videos that go viral are the kind of, the ones that we just threw together or whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
So
it's
go ahead.
It's just that thing that it's not what we think. It's more of like the TikTok algorithm and everything. But
the TikTok God, there's a God,
Yeah.
The TikTok God has created the rules in which your content gets out there. That's why you have to pray to the TikTok gods, just in there, included in your prayers at night.
And have a good hook.
Have a good hook, right? Have some good just in case your prayers don't work, have a good hook, right?
Yeah. Exactly. 3 seconds of the video, you gotta say something that is gonna make people stay, make them upset, or make them something.
Yeah, so say that one more time. Make them what? Make them upset? What do you...
So the way that you go viral in TikTok, well, for the bunnies, I learned the hard way. You have to make the people upset. Because when I was telling them Milo was being sold as snake food, and rescued him, all the snake owners were upset with me, saying that I starved their snakes to free. And then in that comments in your video, even though they're negative, you're pissing people off makes your video go viral,
Yeah, I
which
know.
brings more traffic into your page.
It's almost like you're a warlord. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, war sucks, but you know, for some, I guess, people out there, they
Yeah.
make lots of money when war happens. And TikTok's kind of the same way, or like social media marketing. It's like, you know, I mean, people can be losing themselves in the comments, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just pushing your video higher and higher. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And I'm like, I don't even have to file it. My followers literally do all the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, you go,
Yeah.
miss.
No, that's a great point. I think that we're scared to be controversial, though. I think that we're scared to piss people off. So if I'm already hesitant and I'm already insecure and I'm already somewhat scared of public speaking or going on video, now I get on video and I'm like, hi guys, it's David here, and I just wanted to just please everyone and make everyone happy. We get on, and then we're afraid, you know, we've overcome the fear of getting on video, but now we're like here people pleasing, like,
No, you
hello
please them.
everyone, I'm here to please all of you. And what you're saying is, man, you got to create content that pisses people off and not be afraid to piss people off, and even not be afraid to take a side. Clearly, you've taken the side of the bunny, not the snake.
Yeah. Well, the bunnies TikTok went viral because of me posting a video of abusive ways of holding your bunny, and it was obviously like the title was like clickbait. But people stayed, and then people was commenting in the video, that's not abusive. Why would you say that's abusive? I'm like, it's just a TikTok video. It's for you to watch it. It's
I like
and it
I'm
went
taking
viral.
yourself so
And I was like,
seriously, right?
and then when I say, oh, you could have the possibility to make this amount of money, I can't promise you're gonna make it. And they're like, then why you promise me things that? And I'm like, I never promise you that you're gonna make this amount of money. I said that you have the possibility of making this amount of money, and then people just start wars, and it makes your video do good. And that's one good strategy to make your TikTok go up in views, and then you get traffic into your TikTok.
You got to game the system. I think everybody is, you know, here's another thing that I like to give everybody permission to do is break the rules a little bit or figure out how to beat the game. Because I think a lot of times we come in and we pussyfoot around and tiptoe. It's like, oh, I don't want to piss off the TikTok CEO, you know, and say anything on the platform that'll get my account banned. And it's like, you can open another account. It's like, playing this game is like it's like playing baseball or football and trying to win the championship, or field hockey or whatever you're doing and trying to win the championship. You have to constantly be in the you know, you have to both be out on the field playing, which is recording, you know, interacting with people playing the game, but you also have to be in the tape room. You have to be studying the game. You have to be asking yourself, how can I beat this, game this, give myself an edge, you know? And some of that is breaking the rules. It's being a, you know, it's all headlines that get somebody to pay attention have an element of clickbait.
Yep.
Clickbait, the term clickbait was just created because it's just become you know, it's just become ridiculous on the internet. You know, people are using outrageous headlines that are way far from the content. But every headline has an element of clickbait because you're looking to try to hook their attention to get them to read the letter or the ad. And so while we don't need to be total clickbait artists to where we want to mislead people and piss them off, we have to have the we can't be afraid to use to promise and to get to use a little bit of hyperbole and to use a little bit of excitement. The marketer has to use a little bit of urgency and scarcity and hype. You have to, because the marketer's job is similar to, it's more difficult than a doctor, because a doctor usually at least sees a patient and the patient knows there's something wrong. In many cases with marketing, the customer, the prospect doesn't know that there's something wrong. So you have to get their attention and get them to watch long enough that you can begin to lay out some of the pain points so they can relate to them and go, yeah, I'm tired of work. I do hate my boss. Or yeah, my bunny, I'm sick of them biting me, or whatever it is, right? So they can relate to it, because they may not even know that they have a problem. So there's what I love about you is that you're an unassuming Sabrina. You're somebody who I'd look at and say, or probably the tough guy who's pussyfooting around this game would look at you and say, oh, she's not breaking any rules. She's just a young little girl who doesn't really know what she's doing. But guess what? Sabrina over here, ladies and gentlemen, has figured out that this is a game. And what you're doing is you're looking at it like a board game, or like a video game, or like a sport, and you're asking yourself, how can I use every possible legal, moral, and ethical strategy to boost my business and exposure? And that's exactly what you're doing. And I just salute you for it, because it's creative. It's creative. You're using tons of critical thinking skills, and you're using the parts of your brain that you need to use, Sabrina, to be a successful entrepreneur versus an employee, somebody who is, the mindset of an employee is this: well, that's my opinion, but ultimately I don't really care. It's not my business. They can do whatever they want, and we all of us have said that in some way, shape, or form at a job, and the attitude of the entrepreneur is basically, if I don't want to do something, I'm basically saying F me, right?
Yeah.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm the only one who's going to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And so you seem to have some of those skills that it really takes. Did they come natural? Have you had this? Is this something that you've been cultivating over the last couple to few months?
It's just posting on the TikToks has taught me so much about everything. I started making videos, and then I will scroll through TikTok like everybody does, and I was like, okay, why am I staying on this video? How did they need to hook me? Instead of just scrolling on TikTok and not doing anything else, like, okay, why did I stay? What did this person say that I didn't scroll, that I didn't just swipe? And then I started writing everything on a notebook. Why did I stay? And then I will just have an idea and write it down, because sometimes I have an idea and I say, okay, I'm going to just do it later. I'll remember later. And then you don't remember later. So it's just, there was a whole process of mindset that.
And you're reverse engineering too. You're also looking at things, and you're doing the highest form of learning that a human being can do, which is, without having it explained to you, you're looking at it and modeling it and breaking it down on your own. And I just want to point out, for those of you who, are interested in what I just said, the highest form of learning. Well, the maybe the high and low is not, maybe I should say the most advanced form of learning, because when we're little, we start off school and everything's explained to us, right? We sit in a classroom. But the most advanced form of learning is modeling, to where you see something and you actually have to deconstruct it and figure it out, and then test on your own, just from simply looking. And it's not copying, because you're trying to actually figure out why it's working, versus just doing it and not even caring why it's working. But modeling, you're deconstructing, and it's what people over time, like Richard Bandler and a lot of people who have studied strategies like neuro-linguistic programming and stuff like that. I mean, that's really what a lot of those are about, is it's looking at high performing people and trying to figure out why they're high performing. As a matter of fact, I did a whole training that I've yet to release about this exact topic, and let me see if I can if I can just find it real quick. But does that resonate with you, Sabrina? And is that always been a way in which you've learned? Is
No,
that something that no?
it was
Say more about that.
yeah, it was after I started the Bunnies TikTok. I was getting views, but my videos weren't doing good, and I didn't understand why. And I obviously wanted to make it work because I wanted to teach the people bunny care. Like, I was passionate about it. So I started looking at TikTok as, okay, how does this work? How, if I don't figure this out, nobody's gonna come tell me how to do it. It's, I have to figure it out. It's my TikTok, it's my bunnies, it's my stuff. Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna. There's no, like, there's plenty of TikTok classes you can take for free, and I did. I took a lot of TikTok classes for free, and since I have nothing else to do, like, I couldn't work. I was waiting for the green card, so I had nothing but time.
Yeah.
And I was passionate about learning more, and then I just started looking and learning strategies, the hook, and this, that you have to appease the people because it's good for your content.
Mm.
And I started learning all this stuff, and then I came up with Camila, and then my learning after the blueprints is just exploded. Like, and I put everything
Would
in.
you recommend that somebody, because I think a lot of people are on the fence, and I don't blame them. I mean, I'm not here to force anything on anyone, and we have enough people coming through the challenge that we're excited to work with those people who raise their hand and say, yeah, I do want to keep doing this, do want to keep learning this, do want to enroll in the blueprints. And those who don't, it's no love lost. I mean, they can stick around in the community and continue to learn by watching the show, for example. But how have that advanced training and that advanced commitment by enrolling in the blueprints helped you?
It had helped me with confidence. Like you said, I am shy. I
Mm.
am. I knew that I always wanted it something more than just being a nanny. Even though I love kids and I
Yeah.
do others later in life, but I do want it more. Like, since we married so young, we're 23 and 24, and we want to travel. We want to do stuff. I want to go to Argentina to visit my family, and
Mm.
all those things you cannot do with a 9 to 5 job. You cannot just be like, oh yeah, I want to go a month to Argentina and take off for a month. Your bosses
Yeah.
can have a heart attack. So I needed it to make they needed to make something happen, so that I didn't have to go to a 9 to 5, because I
Yeah.
had Bunnies TikTok, and by that time I think I have like 10,000 followers on the Bunnies TikTok. I needed to make that work in order so I could stay home
Mm.
and focus all my energy into that,
Yeah.
since I had the time. So I did. I did master all the bunny stuff, and then I'm trying to put it into the other TikTok for promoting Legendary.
Being a young person, what would you say if I was another young person and I was also thinking about, hey, maybe going through the 15-day challenge like you did, what would you say to me to convince me why it was a good idea to do that? What are one or two things that, I'm going to walk away with in exchange for that $7 and that little bit of time that I'm going to take to go through that content and maybe work with a BPA and actually make a business plan? And whether I choose to, take that on my own and use it, or whether I choose to continue to implement it with Legendary and our help, why should somebody start this journey by pressing complete purchase on that challenge checkout page and at least start and try and get a taste of the content and get the information? Why would I do that if I was somebody who maybe was around your age group? I mean, age doesn't matter, but just talk to me like a friend.
To change your mindset. It's literally because we've been raised. I was raised so much different, like my husband did, and it's a change of mindset. The way that you see money after you do the 15-day channel, it's not the same. You change the way that you see life. You change the way that you see your job. You change the way that you see life in general. It's
Yeah.
that's the most. I think that's the most that the challenge bring me and my husband. It's
Wow.
change of mindset because he was watching it with me. So his mindset also changed. So we are doing this together. Even though it's me the one that does the videos and everything, we both changed the way that we see money, the way that we put the money into savings, the way that we invest the money, the way it's the change of the mindset that changed us. And that is something that you don't put a money to. Like, it's just $7. You didn't put. It's something that it was the most that I took off of that is to change mindset and how much it improved our life. We were able to move out. We were able to have a beautiful, very expensive wedding, and literally last 2 weeks ago, my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law went to a girl trip with a cruise all inclusive. We literally had unlimited drinks. It was awesome. I would have never thought that I was going to be able to do that at 23. So, but because of the change of mindset I had, it changed everything. It's unbelievable.
Well, good for you. You have a new outlook and a new just path that you're that looks great on you, and your attitude is infectious, and you're very inspirational. And I hope that you continue to. I hope nothing, I hope you stay healthy, and I hope you're still capable, because I think a lot of people really need to hear from you. And I know I'm leaving this morning feeling inspired and hopeful. And I want you to keep telling this story. I know that you've got your bunny channel. We put your Make Money Online niche TikTok and Instagram up on the screen as well. But man, there's so much wisdom that you have, and so much wonderful perspective about the approach to things, and like the mindset that you should have to do it. I just hope that you'll just never shut up.
Thank you.
All right. Well, tell your boyfriend that I said hello, and he sounds incredible as well. Okay.
Yeah.
And please come back and keep us posted on your journey here in the next couple of months, and let us know where you're at. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, Sabrina, I'll talk to you later. Well done. Stay legendary.
Yep. Stay legendary.
Bye-bye. All right, my friends, you can go and follow Sabrina on TikTok and Instagram. Now, this is only one of her channels, so we're not laying all of her channels out. Just one in which you can connect with her either on TikTok or Instagram at s.v.entrepreneur. So S.V.entrepreneur. That's her TikTok and Instagram handle. And man, oh man, somebody else that you can have as a part of your support group and network that you can listen and learn from. And wow, man, wow. There is like just so many people in this community that are kicking ass that you can learn something from. Yeah, thank you for all of you who come back on the show and give back after you've gone through our education, and then gone out and used it and have created some results in your life. No matter how big they are, you take the time to come back on the show. And I just really appreciate for all of you who we reach out to and ask if you'd like to come on. Just really, really appreciate it, because it's honestly, it's even crazier because we don't prepare anybody. We just get on and have a conversation. And part of that can be nerve-wracking, obviously, but the reason why we do that is because we just want to have as completely authentic, no scripts, no, hey, I'm going to ask this question 20 minutes in. It's just all the real all the time. And yeah, so keep coming back, keep listening 5 days a week. You can even text WUL to 813-296-8553 and get a nice, gentle, non-intrusive text message every morning when we go live. All right. So get the hell out of here, my friends. Have a fantastic Monday. Be legendary. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another episode.